These Viewtainers are the best solution I've come up with for my workflow and storing the materials, particularly lots of screws and fasteners that I buy in bulk in cases, but I need to break them out of those to make them right here in my flow to be efficient on the job and not have to hunt around for them. I've tried different solutions over the years, like when you buy tennis balls, you get that similar size. They just didn't hold up, didn't work. And so any of the other things I looked at and had a lot of recommendations, I just kept going back to these, even though I'd love not to spend between $1.50 and $5 for each one. It adds up, but over time, it pays for itself in my time savings, efficiencies, and the fact that I don't have to spend a lot of mental energy digging around and hunting for something or wondering if I have it. I can look down and see it. They don't even have to be labeled. This is a great example. This particular 1¼ inch screw, I have 2 of these in there, and I buy these by the big cases because I use these heavily. This video is part of a bigger series called What is the Smart Woodshop? I'll dive into each component that make it up. And today, it's about the Viewtainer Storage. This design may look simple, and it really is, but it took a lot of trial and error. In fact, I had to do mock-ups and change the sizes. What I wanted to do was have maximum storage. I didn't want a lot of extra space, both in the height of these and in the length. I had a particular space here in the Smart Woodshop, but of course, this is scalable. If I were using it in a fixed space shop, a longer trailer, shorter trailer, I could just shorten it and I could actually make it taller by adding this dimension from here to here and then stopping there or adding another and another. I don't want to stick to that uniformity. And then the width of this stop was the one it took the most to figure out, because I wanted it tall enough to keep the Viewtainers from falling out when you bounce down the road, but also be able to get them out. So if I lift them straight up, you can see they can't quite come out, but I can tip them out and tip them in. I did the same thing with these. They're a little bit easier. The space I had, I was able to make it so I could pull them out. But this was the main one I wanted to focus on because this is the most important size. So I got this dimension figured out. After that, I was able to scale it to do this one here. And this one has been very handy, not only for the Viewtainers, but other things like glue that I want to have ready access to drop in, and then some lubes and things like that. And then I was able to do some magnets and other things. So this turned out being really handy. So though it's simple, it's a simple design, a lot of thought went into it. Again, in the depth, that was important, and also the spacing between these units. You can see these smaller ones I'm using here, but this is designed for the larger size. It's just my needs have changed over the years, and I decided that I like this here. So I could factor in another one of these, but this is fine. I'll keep it the way it is. If you'd like to build yourself a smart bench, a smart station, a smart cart that they both ride on top of, smart router tables, the cradles, any of the accessories that make up the Smart Woodshop or the Smart Woodshop itself, you'll find a link where you can go and purchase plans 24/7, 365, and within a matter of minutes, you'll get an email from us, and in that email, there'll be a download code. Download them right to your computer, your phone, or your tablet, and they're yours forever. The Viewtainer Storage you see here in the Smart Woodshop, it's not a separate plan available, but rather part of the Smart Woodshop, as is all of the designs you see here. So everything you see inside the Smart Woodshop is included in the Smart Woodshop plans. In the video description, I'll make sure that I put a link to my Amazon store. It's an affiliate link but I'll put the Viewtainers in there in case you're interested. And again, there's multiple sizes, and sometimes there's better deals, so you may look at them and hold off a bit if they're full price. I acquired most of mine on sales, so you can save quite a bit when they come along. Mahalo.